Good morning. I did not load my camera. Hold on. That's so funny. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I promise. Here we go. It's loading. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Hello. That's embarrassing. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me scroll up here and see who's here. Bolin Bear, good morning. Good morning to you, Bolin Bear. Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. Emmy, of course you got first. Of course you did. Very good. Very good. Shane's got second. Cool, cool. Everybody's rolling for their comms. Couple comms coming out.
Butt slap the dumb out of you.
Hi, Raph. Good morning. You got third. Sweet, sweet. Double sevens. Oh, you got 7 comms again. Wow. Yeah, well, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Welcome in, Raph, a stalker. Good morning, everyone. Oh no! Big fail. Big fail. Yes, Emmy. Oh yes, the promo. I love Emmy's promo. It's so good. Emmy says the party in Final Fantasy 14 was so fun last night. More people should come. That was great. That was great. Last night's event was amazing. I've opened the venue before a few times, just kind of by myself. This is the first time like actually bringing in staff members to try to run it. Hi, Blood Hunter. Good to see you. So it was unique. I definitely learned that while I'm streaming and running a venue's event, the math don't math in my brain. So if I do something like that again, I will designate here, you hoard the cash and you dispense it, because I could not. Poor Nero. I was like, I got 5 million, but she only gave me 4. I thought I gave 5. I did. The math wasn't mathing, y'all. Thank you for the subby, Bolin Bear. Appreciate you. Very, very heckin' sweet of you. For anybody interested, subscribing gets you a couple bonuses. I don't know if this works, but I'll try it. I've got some cool emotes that you have access to. You get ad-free viewing, of course, but another perk, if you're not already a member of the Cozy Frog Pond community over on Discord, which I think you are, Bullen, there is a subscriber-only area in the Discord. 2 perks with that. I just added one recently. One perk is I have all of the currently published content for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons on my dndbeyond.com account. So if you create a character on our community's what do you call it, campaign, the Frog Pond community campaign, you can create a character with all of the tools and options available in the published materials for 5th edition. So that is a subby perk that I am more than happy to share with y'all, so feel free to go check that out. Another perk that I just added, if y'all don't know about it, in inspiration from Skyen. I guess we don't need Twitch ads, right? We've got Final Fantasy 14 ads now. I've got to get some other folks in on the bit there. But in spirit from what I've seen with Skyen, I added an Affector Reacts channel for the subscribers. So if you have a video that you would like me to react to, as long as it's within terms of service, we do have the option to veto me or my mods just in case. But yeah, if you have a video you'd like me to react to, feel free to put that there if you're a subscriber, and we will start adding that to our rotation. Yes. Shane says hi. Hi, Shane. Good morning, Shane. Boland requested our affirmation of the day. Today's affirmation is that I accept myself for who I am and create peace, power, and confidence of mind and of heart. I like that. That's a really good one. It's a little lengthy. R.I.P. our beloved daddy. R.I.P. daddy. I couldn't have died. I'm daddy. Shane, you should be sleeping. Please get some sleep. Oh, if you gotta do the lurky lurks, you can get some sleep. Please do. If you aren't already following Shane with a Y, y'all, heckin' cozy streamer, doing a lot of Kingdom Hearts lately, which has been my joy because I love Kingdom Hearts oh so much. Do give him a follow. He's heckin' great. Shoes, $819. Not bad. Your shoes, Raph, are $486. Okay. No camera. Yep, no effector face. Clearly you partied too hard at the venue. Wow, a clean 500, Shane. That is amazing. Hey Snake, welcome in. Good to see you. 0 comms for Bolin. Aw. So a command that you can use, it's kind of like giving a hug. It's called give comm. So if you do command give comm and target somebody every so many minutes, you can give them a comm freely to show your love and support. So y'all, let's give Bolin some comms. Poor thing, didn't get any. But good morning. Yes, you earn comms by watching, by chatting, by rating, by interacting with the stream. The Tonberry also, as you can see, passes them around. In the future, I want to create a little store of collectibles and things. But for now, we're just earning the comms. We'll add that as times goes on. Haven't played 14 in so long. Oh, it's so good. I love 14. I'm slowly catching up. Emmy, your duppies. They're so cute. I love your hug. Oh, we're getting raided. Hello. Ah. Speaking of Blood Hunter. Emmy, can we get a big PP shouty for Blood Hunter when it comes off cooldown? Hello, Blood Hunter. Hello, Raiders. I'm AffectorOfChange. Pronouns are he, they. I'm a cozy RPG streamer here on Twitch. Welcome in. Blood Hunter, what were you streaming? How was your stream? Hello. Good morning. Happy time zones. So happy to have you here. So we're still going through chat. It's been a busy morning. But welcome in. If you aren't already following Blood Hunter, please join us. Heckin' cozy member of the community. Oh Jesus! Oh God! I say cozy, and that's the clip you show us? Oh no. Run. Oh, it's funny. It's so funny. Come on. Perfection. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Open. Oh, God. Spooky. All right, let me scroll down. Another perk is to play 14. Yeah, sure. I love 14. Daddy. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to sleep now. Actually got a busy Saturday tomorrow. Good night, Shane. Let's give you a nice little good night. Sweet dreams. We will see you another time. But thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Hi, B. Welcome on in. Eyes on B in the chat. The queen of the Treppies. Hello. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a great day. Good to have you here. If you aren't following Eyes on B, y'all, she's heckin' great. A big Final Fantasy pro, an advocate in the mental health world, and, you know, an awesome mom who talks about life as mom. And I think that's amazing to have those real conversations. More chats. All right. Bolin says, I'm honestly vibing and being cozy. Got a nice date tonight. Ooh, that sounds fun. R.I.P. our beloved daddy. No, I couldn't have died. I'm
Planning
daddy.
a trip to Chicago over Memorial Day weekend. I've never been to Chicago. What are you looking to do in Chicago, Bolin? Oh, Snake, you got 6 comms. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Y'all so sweet. We try. Affector! Finally, you're back, and I can be awake. Yes, I know I was off last week on vacation. I was a big PP. Did I hear that right? Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. Okay. All right. We're playing Deep Rock Galactic. If you know Left 4 Dead, it's basically same, but with dwarves. Oh, that's cute. I don't really get into the spooky, but it sounds good. It sounds good. Harder. Oh no. Strawberry of Mana. Hello. Bloodhunter. Thank you for the subby wubby. You don't have to do that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. We have a good cozy daddy bear. These kiddos were dressed as Sailor Scouts and I was living. I wish my mom let me dress like that as a kid. Yeah, Bee's a pretty cool mom. Bee's a cool mom. I have a really good friend who lives there. A bunch of friends, actually. We're going to hang out and have a good time. Sweet. I'm glad that you're getting the chance to do that. I know with the pandemic, we really lost out on those connections. So it's been nice that we've been able to kind of do that. Bloodhunter says, I don't have to, but I want to show my love and appreciation of you. You're heckin' awesome. Bloodhunter, no, you're heckin' awesome. You're always here. You're always chatty. You're always kind and a little sus in a good way. We love having you here. Thank you, Bloodhunter. All right, so let's talk about some stuff. All right, I'm trying to get my buttons here. So we're gonna do another Let's Talk today. A couple weeks ago on Friday, during this slot, we had a conversation about the sweeping legislation across the United States, the anti-LGBTQ laws that are kind of everywhere. If you want to watch that talk, I did upload the VOD to YouTube. That is available at any time if you want to catch up and see what that's about. But we're going to have another talk today, similar in spirit, but today we're just going to talk about victories for the trans and non-binary community. Yeah, I think that is the spirit of what the Trans Day of Visibility is really about. It's not about all the awful things that we have to get through. It's really about celebrating us, celebrating life, celebrating all the joys and awesome things. So I'm going to have a little presentation today before we get into our Final Fantasy where we have a chat about that. So if anyone's interested, we are still raising money through the end of our stream today for the Trans Lifeline, which is a trans-led organization that connects trans folks in North America, Canada, and the US to all sorts of amazing, awesome supports, resources, things that they might need to survive and thrive. Right now is really important. I think Missouri just passed an awful law that doesn't just target trans kids, but actually aims to detransition trans adults. And these kinds of laws are popping up all over the country. So organizations like the Trans Lifeline are vital to the survival of our community and to be able to work through things so that we can survive. It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. We do have some little incentives if anybody would like to donate. Every donation, I put a sticker on me. For $5, you can tweet for me. I've already had so much emotional damage from the last time that was redeemed. Kamari, what? $10, I will record you a compliment, and I have a ton of those to do. Oh boy, we've got a donation coming in already. Okay, all right. $20, I will roll a d20, and I will do that many jumpin' jacks. For $50, I will Fantasia my character Augustine for 30 days. You get to choose the race. I've got, I think, 4 of those already lined up from yesterday. For $100, I will give you VIP for 30 days. And if you decide to get silly with your wallet and donate $150, I will grace you with my awful singing and I'll do some kind of a karaoke song. So those are incentives. In terms of milestones, y'all, we are like speeding through them. We are all the way up to over $1,000 raised for the Trans Lifeline after the party. Listen, I raised like $400 together with you guys the first week I did this campaign. Last night at the party, we earned almost $800 raising money, doing a glam contest and partying in Final Fantasy XIV. That's like double what I was able to do in a week. We got done in one night. So I appreciate everybody who helped out with that, who volunteered their time, their gil, their good love and fun. Lagaya did a really amazing set, a little bit of a Pride, Final Fantasy house and electronic, music DJing, which was heckin' amazing. Another donation's coming in. All right. Okay. All right. Let me track those. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. Let me refresh here. All right. Oh, and $30 got donated before I even started streaming. What the heck? Thank you, everybody. All right. So we've got that. We've got Strawberry of Mana. And Alex, you get to tweet for me. Please DM me on Twitch so that I know what to tweet. I got a meeting, so I'll be back. All right, Emmy. We will see you when you get back, friend. So this is Strawberry of Mana. Well, you got time. I'm going to be here streaming for a while, so take your time to think, and as you come up with it, just let me know. So we'll do jumpin' jacks for here. I have 2 jumpin' jack redeems now I need to do today. Yeah. Ah! Tweet for me. All right, so you let me know when you come up with an idea there. But thank you for the donations, y'all. So with those donations so far today, that brings our campaign total up to $1,248. Heck yeah. Bud Hunter says, I hope you had a lovely trip last week. I did. I had an amazing trip. I got to go see the ocean. I got to spend a lot of time with family. Everybody's time off like lined up perfectly. And I splurged, y'all. I splurged. I went to a comic shop. You know what's funny about that, Raph? Last night our total was something 50 or 64 or $64, I think, or $65. It was $65. And so I made a comment. It was like, we're only $4 away from 69. But unfortunately, 2 people also had the same idea, donated at the same time. So it changed the number. But I'll show you, Blood Hunter, some things I got. I don't have all my stuff here. But at the comic shop, they have some old school D&D materials. So I got a copy of the 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook. I got this one for 2nd edition, which is the Forgotten Realms Adventures, which is kind of cool. I got the campaign guide to Undermountain for 2nd edition. The controversial first part of Dark Sun, which is another 2nd edition module. And I got this one, the Temple of Elemental Evil from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which I think is older than 2nd edition. I don't really know, because it doesn't have the thing on it, but I think this is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think this is 2nd edition, but it could be 2nd. But they had even older books and older modules that I wanted to buy all of them, but I decided to focus on a few. But this is literally written by Gary Gygax himself. How cool is that? That's really neat. So a piece of D&D history I now own. Who knows if these things will show up in the campaign that we're doing or campaigns in the future, but it's cool to find those.
I also got a copy of a compendium book. How is that wallet of yours? It's hurting. Blood Hunter, it's hurting so bad. It's hurting so bad. But worth, very worth, very worth. All right, let's get swapped over. We're going to turn off our music here and switch to this view here. Yay, it worked. I'm trying a different view here to see if this helps. So let's have a little update about trans youth and what's been going on since, we last talked about this. So, oh, it's not changing. Why you not change? Hello? Why you not change? Hello? Are you doing the thing? So hate's been really unifying the LGBTQ plus community, families, and their allies. It's been really cool to see news about what's been going on around in relation to some of the chaos. So there's been some court victories. We've got some states here, Indiana, West Virginia, Tennessee, all have had amazing court victories, which is heckin' great. So the first one in Indiana, they had passed what was called a right to misgender rule. So there was a teacher who was expressing some objections when school policies were mandating teachers use the names and pronouns for students as recorded in their official files. So a teacher's music class included a bunch of trans kids, and when they refused to comply, the school offered the teacher the option to either resign or face termination. So the teacher hired attorneys from the Alliance Defending Freedom, which is behind a lot of these anti-trans bills in the legislative cycle, to represent him. It reached all the way up to the 7th Circuit Court, which ruled that teachers do not possess the right to misgender trans students. They also determined that refusing to comply with trans-inclusive school policies imposes an undue burden and causes harm to trans students. So huge victory in the 7th Circuit Court there over in Indiana this since we last had that conversation. Another one, Tennessee. Tennessee had passed a public drag ban, which would have impacted things like Pride, story hour at the library, any kind of public event where drag would be happening, it would be banned. Even silly things like Rocky Horror Picture Show. But luckily, the ban has been blocked. The drag ban targeted individuals that they considered male or female impersonators, which was a term they left undefined in the legislation. This law would have criminalized drag in public and potentially even transgender individuals in places for deeming it obscene, which is awful. One of the representatives, Chris Todd, he was asserting that even drag story hour was obscene, which makes no sense to me at all. Thank you, Bot Love. Yes, we have a lot of cool mods, y'all. Give them the love. But on Friday last week, a judge extended the block on the drag ban, and he stated that Tennessee was likely violating the First Amendment. I missed the mark there. So it was a really, really strong statement from that judge. So again, another great victory in Tennessee, blocking that. I don't think it's completely gone, but at least it's indefinitely paused until that legislature continues to try to move forward. Another big court victory, West Virginia. This one's really interesting. So in West Virginia, there was a ban on transgender participation in sports that was threatening to block trans athletes in the state from playing. So one of the few trans athletes in the state was a 12-year-old trans girl. Her name's Becky. So West Virginia's ban got blocked by the 4th Circuit Court of Appeals. This led the governor of West Virginia to file an emergency motion with the Supreme Court to have the case heard. This is a process that's usually reserved for things like national security or imminent harm. But you know what? It escalated all over this single 12-year-old trans girl to have the Supreme Court hear the case. So
when the law was passed, the governor was not able to name a single transgender athlete in the state, trying to get an unfair advantage. So the Supreme Court of the United States ruled in 7-2, allowing Becky to continue playing while the case worked its way through the courts. So Justices Barrett, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh each joined the liberals. Both Alito and Thomas dissented, but that's a really interesting ruling to go that much in that favor. So this is the first major case to come before the Supreme Court regarding anti-trans laws passed over the last 3 years. And, you know, it was decided in favor of the trans and non-binary community. So I don't know if that holds any predictions for the future, but I gotta say that it gives me a little hope. It gives me a little hope. I think that's amazing. Also, I'm forgetting my stickers. That was 3 donations today so far. I keep forgetting my stickers, y'all. They're so cute. How could I forget them? Oop, I ripped that heart. That one's broken. We'll use this one. There we go. So dozens of laws. By the way, a lot of the information in this presentation that I have today comes from an independent journalist named Erin in the Morn. Erin is amazing. She has been tracking these bills over the last 3 years in great detail, better than any major news outlet that I've ever seen. While we're worried about, I guess, Donald Trump's plane on the major networks, behind the scenes, independent journalists like Erin are talking about this very important stuff that we're not paying attention to. So that's part of what motivated me to raise the funds. The funds are great. I'm really happy for the funds, but having the awareness and being able to have an understanding about these issues to me is more important. You know, sharing this information with you all, and you guys sharing it with whomever you want to share it with, and maybe it can trickle forward. That's really my aim for raising this awareness and getting people engaged. I gotta say, one of the things that I found interesting, so I post a lot of my all my VODs to YouTube because it kind of is an archive. It keeps them forever. And I don't really try to grow my YouTube at this time. It literally is just a place for me to hold my videos and, you know, put them up there and keep them organized. And I don't get a lot of interaction. I don't get a lot of interaction on my YouTube channel in terms of likes or, you know, whatever's going on. But the video I posted of this presentation about the anti-trans bans has had like a bunch of dislikes. I was like, wow, what a hot topic. What a hot topic. And so it amazes me that even like my little baby YouTube channel that literally is just my Twitch VODs for the most part, people go out of their way to attack the trans and non-binary community and kids. These are children we're talking about. I don't understand it. But anyway, I think it's important that we talk about these victories because this is what's going to keep me going today. So Maryland is joining a really cool club. Maryland has passed the Transgender Health Equity Act. So they are joining Hawaii, Washington, and Colorado as the only 4 states in the United States to have legislation that protects trans healthcare equity. This particular law and the laws in these other 3 states, what they do is they require Medicaid to cover the modern standards of care for trans people. This includes things like hair removal, facial surgery, voice therapy, and more. So the passage of this act really means, you know, that Maryland is going above and beyond to try and protect its transgender residents. So go off, Maryland. That's so cool. That's so cool. But it's also, I mean, kind of sad, you know, to think that only 4 states out of 50 have built into their laws this kind of legislation. But yeah, we're moving. Another interesting victory that Erin was talking about. There was a judge. Her name was Janet Protaskowicz. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Running for state Supreme Court in Wisconsin. Her opponents raised over $800,000 in anti-trans ad nonsense to try to prevent her from winning her seat, and she still won. She still got it. So that's the state's first liberal majority in over 15 years. So if that is not an indicator of where public opinion is, I don't know. I think that's a really good, promising victory to see that happening out there. Another victory, this one's funny, in Nebraska, lawmakers are entering now their 7th week of filibusters to try and stall anti-trans legislation. So what that means is these lawmakers are speaking for 12 hours a day, every single day, not allowing a single bill to get through their legislature. That is amazing. That is amazing to hear. Just a little side fact that I had found out. So the Human Rights Campaign, they're a large organization that does a lot of work spreading information about what's going on with advocacy, doing a lot of awareness, a lot of PR. So one of the things that they have done is they created a statement that companies can sign on to supporting LGBTQ folks and their communities. And so over 300 major US companies have signed on to that particular statement this year. Companies like Google, Trillium, H&M, Corning. Oh, Corning, that's so cool. GoDaddy, Upwork, Meowwolf, PetSmart, Adobe, Sun Life, Salesforce, Oracle, TripAdvisor, Chobani. The list goes on and on. If you go to the Human Rights Campaign website, you can see the full list. But I was just like, that's really cool to hear that these corporations are trying what they can to sign on to that. I think that's really awesome. Raph asked, how long do bills sit before they're no longer valid? I don't know the answer to that, Raph. I assume it probably depends on the state's rules. It is for a state legislature, and even in our Congress, the rules can change each session of Congress depending on who's making the rules. So I really don't know the answer to that question, unfortunately, but it sounds like till the end of the legislative session, which I think, from what I was hearing, we are getting close to the end of a lot of legislative sessions in the United States. So that's why you're seeing so much activity right now, because we're in the midst of it. But hopefully they go on break or take a chill pill or do something. So I know we've been raising funds for the Trans Lifeline, but I want to shout out a couple other fundraising efforts that I've been hearing about. So I don't know if you know Mercury Stardust. Mercury Stardust is known as the trans handyman over on TikTok. She's an amazing content creator and advocate. Yes, Strawberry, we love Mercury. Yes. So last year she raised some money over on TikTok for trans healthcare and decided that, let's do that again. So she and a few other of her friends got together. Within 6 hours of going live of the campaign, they raised over $1 million for the Point of Pride. $1 million for trans healthcare. That is amazing. The TikTok funds are going to provide, in total, a year of free HRT access for at least 100 applicants and more services for like 250 more people. So there's money for things like chest binders, femme shapewear, all sorts of things. So about 11,000 trans folk are going to benefit from the money that Mercury Stardust and her friends raised in their campaign on the Trans Day of Visibility. amazing, amazing. A couple other fundraising things that I've seen. I bought into the tabletop RPGs for trans rights in Florida. So Florida, Missouri, I think it was Missouri is joining that list, but Florida is one of the worst places right now in terms of safety for trans and non-binary folks. So having some specific efforts there on the ground in that state is important. And so Tabletop RPGs is a whole bunch of publishers who literally basically gave away their content for free. Hundreds of books, which I got. So look forward to some tabletop stuff for me in the future. But they raised $283,986 for two amazing organizations in Florida, for Zebra Youth and for Trans Inclusive Group. That's so cool. That's so cool. There was a large campaign called Transmission Gaming that was going on during the week of transgender visibility, and they raised over $7,000 for the Rainbow Railroad. And I did check Tiltify, where we are sponsoring our fundraiser from, to get those funds over to the organization. And I saw that over 38,000 during the week over 38,000 was raised for the Transgender Week of Visibility over on Tiltify, sharing all the accounts. One of them being a really awesome tabletop person who's on Matt Mercer's Critical Role show. So I was like, that's cool. That's cool. She did it as a birthday fundraiser. And you know, looking at our number, 12,000 or 1,200, we have raised 1,200 so far for the Trans Lifeline, meaning like almost like of 38. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of money when you take a look at that in comparison of what we've been able to pull off and accomplish. That's really cool. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. So I'm not going to go into detail about it today because today is just really about celebrating victories, but I just want to make this point again. Trans affirming care is suicide prevention. If you need one line from this presentation to remember from folks, about folks, providing trans affirming care is suicide prevention. It's that important. It's that important. We really need to keep our minds on the mental health aspect of what this damaging stuff does. But thankfully, with all these victories, that's a lot of lives I think we're going to save. I think that's a lot of lives we're going to save. So just throwing up here again our tips on being an ally. You know, one of the things we talked about last time, use your pronouns. It's pretty easy to do. I don't actually think I did it when I started this presentation. So when you make a mistake, just quickly repair it. Hello, I'm AffectorOfChange. My pronouns are he, they. Simple. That's it. That's all you got to do. Try to remember other people's pronouns and use them correctly. Don't necessarily have to jam down so much. What's your pronouns? But you know, lead by example. And if someone is willing to share their pronouns with you, just remember them and use them. That's all. Another big piece on being an ally, if someone discloses to you about stuff like that, don't share their story. Don't share their story. It's not for you, it's for them. And disclosing could lead to danger. Could lead to danger. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. And another idea here, you know, transition is different for everybody. There's no right way to express your gender. Some people do some procedures, some people don't. Some people get on HRT, some people don't. So I think it's important. Bolin says, I use a pronoun plug to stream so people can self-identify. It's really cool. Absolutely, we do too. We do too. And it's in my chat bot as well. Oops, I think it's pronouns. Sorry. Pronouns. There you go. So if you are a content creator on Twitch and you're looking to be a little more inclusive, use that extension. It's really simple. You just add it to either Chrome or Firefox, and you just punch in your pronouns, and then anybody who's used that extension, they show up. They even show up in my shoutouts. So if I give Bolin here a shouty, as you can see, there they are. Oop, that way. I think that's just a really important part of inclusivity in being an ally, is to do that. I know Bolin next week is doing a stream, I think, is it Thursday, benefiting the Trevor Project, kind of similar in mindset to what we're talking about today. So just want to shout you out, throwing that out there. Yeah, don't ask these invasive questions. Nobody wants you in their jeans. Like, that makes no sense. Obviously, if it's a close friend who wants to talk to you about it, like, let them talk to you about it. That's not a big deal. But it's a very common experience for people to be asking these really strange, invasive questions. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Last couple tips here on being a good ally. You know, being an ally means, you know, you don't make assumptions about people's gender in general. Just don't do it. Be accountable. Remember that intention is not about the impact. The best apology is one that doesn't make excuses or invalidates another person's feelings. So that's it. That's the presentation. That's the stuff. Here's some resources, y'all. Here's some resources. If you would like a copy of this presentation, I do have, here it is. That link takes you to the PDF where you can get all the links to these resources that are awesome. So definitely check those out. Thank y'all for joining in on this talk. Excuse me. Hey, Lagaya, good morning. Speaking of an amazing ally to the trans community, Lagaya, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, amazing victories, amazing progress. I am so thrilled with how this has turned out, what we've been doing, how we've been raising money for this and having conversations and having fun. Uncle Wooly, hello. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. So y'all give love to your trans and non-binary friends. Definitely have these conversations if you feel comfortable with the people you care about. And if you want to, you know, send them me to do it for you, please do. I will be, when I have the ability to, I will take this VOD of this presentation and I will also add it to my YouTube channel, so that y'all can share the information as you'd like. Okay. All right. I think that's it for our talk today. So I'm going to take a quick little break and we're going to get into some Final Fantasy V. We're playing the Pixel Remaster, which is an amazing game. I'm loving it. We're in World 2. And I've never played through the full game. So all of it's brand new for me at this point. So I'm really excited to get into it. Before I go on break, just so y'all have the information, if you're interested, you can donate at any time during the stream to the Trans Lifeline right here. And you also have these cool incentives if you want to make a donation. $5 is a tweet, $10 I'll give you a compliment, $20 I'll do some jumping jacks, $20 or $20 I'll do jumping jacks, sorry. $50 I'll Fantasia Augustine, my Final Fantasy 14 character, for 30 days. $50, $100 is a VIP for 30 days, and $150 I will sing an awful karaoke song. I will embarrass myself in public for your pleasure and entertainment. So feel free to check out those incentives, donate if you feel like you have the ability to or would like to. There's no pressure there. Thank you for coming to my talk. Oh, something's coming in. I can't read it. It's too bright. Let me refresh Tiltify. What's coming in now? Uncle Wooly, thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. With $5, you get to make a tweet for me. So please send me a DM on Twitch, and I will make a tweet. Just be mindful of terms of service. It could be a little degen, but please don't punish me too hard. That's another sticker for AffectorOfChange. All the hearts, all the love. Appreciate that. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and I'll be back with Final Fantasy V. Emmy, would you mind doing a few... I give bits and support. I give bits and support. Thank you. Do you mind doing some clippies while I'm gone? I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.